Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for the finals of the Insignia Cup 2024. Our first match here this afternoon will be between Dubai Wolves by Cafu and Bangash Polo by Dobson and Horrell. We just had a slight delay, but we'll get things underway shortly here now. We have the umpires already out in the field. The majority of the players are already ready, and we just see there, for our viewers on Polo Line, Bangash just hopping over the boards, about to mount up. And then we'll get him to the middle of the field. And then we'll do a formal introduction of the players. And get things underway here now. Insignia, of course. It was founded in 1996. It's evolved into a global luxury consultancy, offering a bespoke 360-degree approach. Insignia provides 24/7 access to personal assistance and premium payment cards with unlimited spending potential. Beyond cards, it delivers award-winning lifestyle services, including tailored concierge experiences and exclusive privileges. With over 27 years of experience, it caters to influential individuals globally. Membership, of course, is exclusive and by invitation only. They're present in 7 countries at the moment: Dubai, London, New York, Hong Kong, Valletta, Bratislava, and also in Geneva. So our 2 lineups out here, ladies and gentlemen, playing at number 1 with number 1 shirt on there. If you'd like to come back round again. Our 2 teams there playing at number 2, it is Habtoor Al Habtoor. Playing at 3, it is Felix Esan. At 4, it is Santiago Laborde. They're playing there in the 2-tone shirts out there this afternoon, red and brown. And for Bangash, playing at number 1, it is Bangash, playing on 0 goals. At number 2, it's Faku Kelly, playing off 3 goals. And at number 3, it is Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. And at number 4, it is Alfredo Capella. And our umpires out on the field are Peter Wright and Jason Dixon, with the 3rd man being Matthias Bellini. And so the 2 teams will line up there on the far side to get this first match underway. The Silver Cup, the Insignia Cup. And whilst they just sort themselves out to decide which way they're going to be going, we'd like to thank, of course, our main our other assisting sponsors, co-sponsors being Accenture Investment Group, Hilden Water, Diamond Lease, PROW, and Artistic Engineering Models. So 2 teams lined up, ball into play, out the back of the line out. First play coming away with this one here now is Felix Hassan. Felix up onto that one, gets hooked off out of it. No, sorry, that was actually Laborde, but it's Felix here now on the play. Kelly putting the pressure on him there, just marking him, forcing him to unleash that one there, up there for Laborde. Laborde going back, coming at him hard there, comes a good backhand there, spoiling the attack by Hyder, but coming onto it, or trying to get onto that one there was Habtoor right in front of the big man, Alfredo Capella. That's the first whistle of the play. Rules of Polo, of course, set up for safety of horse and player. There's a line of the ball, and there's an easement either side of it the right of way, and if you encroach it incorrectly with not enough speed, not enough time, you'll end up being penalised because it's potentially dangerous. So the ball being brought back in here there by Alfredo Capella. Alfie tries to get hold of that one there, but shows a little too much of it now to Felix. Felix taps it forward, looks to come back. No, he comes up round past his man here this time, gets hooked off out of it, gets called off it there by Laborde. Laborde picks up the play here now. Santiago Laborde just taps it forward, got a little bit of spacing. Comes Kelly, he goes up forward, gets a little bit of a show and go on him. He's got Pinello in behind, yields off, leaves it for Pinello. Pinello goes in towards the middle of the field here now, looking for the first scoring opportunity, and he gives that ball a ride straight over the top of the players, and through the goal it is there for Pinello. You'll see a lot of that going on here. He works incredibly hard. This team has worked well together so far. So the 2 teams will come back to the middle of the field for the roll in. Changing ends, of course. Wolves now 1. Half a goal on handicap to Bangash. There's a 19-goal team against a 20-goal team. This, of course, being a handicap tournament. The Gold Cup starting next week is off the stick and it is open. So onto this one here now. We have Felix coming away with it here now. Hussein Gets attacked there by Kelly. Kelly flicks that one away. And now for Tomasito Llorente. Comes onto it here. Tomasito. He's got Pinello there in front of him, looking for a man to go forward. You see Capella just taking the man away, just giving a little bit more luxury and space and time, and is off on the move here now. Where goes Tomasito? Tomasito drags this one in, flicks that one forward. Didn't show too much of that one there. Pinello couldn't come onto it. He's just playing a little bit of cat and mouse with him, just in behind. He goes with a little flick shot in towards goal, and through the goal it is now, ladies and gentlemen. Both these teams meaning business. So that takes a score now, 1.5. It is to Bangash, and 1 goal to the Wolves by Cafu. With, of course, Bangash being supported kindly there by Dobson Horrell, a wonderful feed producer from the United Kingdom that has been distributed by Bangash here in the UAE. So into the line out. Habtor comes away with that one there, but it's going to be Pinello to pick this up. Goes with the big neck shot and finishes that one up forward there. Now looking for Hyder. Hyder takes the man, goes with the neck shot, gets half hooked off out of it and well picked up and pushed aside away there by Habtor, leaving it now for Pinello. Pinello turns back inside there of Tomasito, making space and time for himself, and he's on the move here now. Pinello loves to run this ball. He goes up forward. You see Capella there with Laborde. Goes with a big shot up the field here now, trying to find Habtor, but the first to get up onto this one here is going to be Alfredo Capella. Capella taps it once more. So he gets a little bit of protection there, gives him a little bit of space. Well played there by Tomasito. Flicks that one back inside. Just caught in a little bit of no man's land. There was Pinello, but the ball flicks forward, and picking this one up here nicely now is Kelly, Facundo Kelly. But he gets pushed off out of the play there by Felix. It's Hyder. Hyder couldn't quite take that as far as you'd like to have done so, and it's now going to be Pinello to pick it up and tidy it up and settle things down here now for the Wolves. A mountain attack for deep down in his own territory. You see Capella just lifting his arm there, just saying, I am clear, and he has to get on, make a play. Oh, beautiful interception there, and a double interception there, double take there. Lovely play by Tomasito, and on comes Hussein, but unfortunately for him, as he got back onto the play that he intercepted, he just possibly infringed that right of way. We can see on the replay here now for our viewers that it looked like Facu Kelly. Watch out for him. He does a lot of work on and off the ball. As the players now just quickly going for a free change. Umpires making the decision. Ponies have done quite a bit of running here so far in this first chuck. We're only halfway through it. We've had a couple of really good field goals so far. And this is what we're looking for out here. Field goals rather than penalties if we can. So the ball's being placed down. Teed up there by Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. He's going to yield off that one, go forward and leave it for the big man Capella. It's in range. How's he feeling? Capella goes with a big shot. He gives that one a ride, and it's up over the top of all the players. You see Habtor's already waiting there. He's trying to stop that play. Hyder comes in, goes with a little flick shot. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get that one cleanly. And out wide it is. So the ball's dropped down on the back line here now as Felix quickly goes and changes. Players call Laborde to bring it in here now. Up to him comes Kelly. Kelly comes in with the challenge, but Laborde just gets that up to it in time. He's quick, he's sharp, is Kelly, but this time he was outseen there by Laborde, and he comes up here now for Pinello. Pinello on the play. In behind, Hyder he comes, looks to unleash that one up the field, try to get that one up for Laborde, but didn't quite get enough on it, and it's now going to be Capella to come in, flicking that one away from him, though. There was Capella. The backhand comes in by Laborde, looking for Habtor Al-Habtor. Habtor Al-Habtor out there by himself here now. They've let him slip, and you see Tomasito taking the shorter distance down the middle of the field towards the goal, leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello avoids the hook from Kelly, just gets infringed, or he thought he had done, but the ball's left here now. Carrying on the play, coming into it there will be Capella. Capella takes it down into his own territory, finds a bit of space for himself, turns, faces back up towards goal. You see Tomasito keeping the marker away from him, so he has that luxury to bring this ball forward, gaining that little bit of territory all the time. Capella up on the move here now, looks to get up past there of Pinello, does so, goes onto his near side, back to his stick side, couldn't quite pick it up. Lovely little play there on the near side backhand there by Pinello, and he just puts Felix onto that line. Trying to get it in there was Tomasito, but unfortunately for him, Felix managed to get himself in the right place, right time. Quick reactions there. The boys' nerves will be on edge, and they'll have a lot of adrenaline going through their veins at this point in time. So we will have a penalty here now in favor of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And it's been dropped down here now for a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty. Hyder just quickly off changing down his opponent lines at that end there. So the ball being teed up there by Felix for Polo. To circle round up onto this here now. Berger Polo. Pony was a little bit unkind. He gets that one in towards the goal. It gets stopped beautifully by Tomasino, but picking it out of the play there is Capella. Capella comes in away from the goals here now. Capella sells it down. Capella, he knows he's got Labordi in front of him. He looks to see where Tomasito is. Tomasito comes back round to give a little bit of support in behind. Just encroaching that line slightly there. Was Labordi, which now picked up there by Tomasito. Flicks it up to Alfredo. On the play here now. Ooh, taps it one more time. Off the Pony's leg as he was looking up to see where his teammates were. And he turns that one back inside. Sends that one across the field here into open space. Trying to get it up there for Tomasito. Hyder coming in on the near side. Just decides to yield off because he couldn't quite flatten up onto that one. The backhand well stopped there by Tomasito. New line created there in front of the ball. There he goes under the neck with this one here. There this time looking. Couldn't quite get onto it. Could Hyder, but it's going to be Felix Hussein. Felix. Slightly intimidating poor Hyder up the front there. He thought he was away. Sends that one out here this time. Does Felix out for Laborde. Laborde picks this up. You see Alfredo's been looked after there by Pinello. And he gets a good high lofted driving shot there. Hyder going back there with Abtor. Backhand there. Cancelling each other out. Couldn't pick it up. Could Kelly. But it's now picked up here by Laborde. Laborde gets ridden off out of it. And well picked up on the near side by Tomasito. Tomasito Fernandez-Llorente makes a turn down the bottom corner there. Gets away from his man. Gets up past. Gets some help there from Kelly to give himself a little bit of protection. But he's got Felix, his new nemesis, just standing there with him. Just forcing him to make that play. And fizzes that one up the front door here now for Hyder. The first to come onto this one here. Looks like it will be Abtor. You see he's just trying to control the play and control the area. Does so. Leaves it for Pinello, who opens up that backhand for Felix. But it's well read and anticipated by Tomasito. Tomasito getting a good bit of a push and a shove. Felix just let him know he's there. Now he gets told to yield off out of it. Has to make a play here now. Does Capella. Capella sends that up the middle of the field here now. He was looking for Tomasito, but he gets cleaned up and taken out of the way there by Felix Hussein. It's left for Pinello. Pinello Benja going over to the far side here now in front of the picnic marquees there. Turns it, faces up towards goal, comes back towards the middle of the field and tries to get that one up there for Laborde. Laborde looks to be able to flatten onto that one nicely. Santi turns it, faces it up towards the goal here now. But you got Hyder coming back. We're looking for that backhand. Spoils the play. First two to goes. Quickly coming onto it though. We have Alfredo Capella. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, that was the second hooter. We didn't hear the first one. A bit louder, please. Sully down the scoreboard, please, or a bit longer. And that there will end Chukka number 1, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 1.5 goals in it to Bangash. Wolves on 1. All started off within the first 2 minutes, but since then, they've cancelled each other out. So the players will quickly go and change ponies. And in the meantime, for our Polo Line viewers, we will go to a few messages and adverts. So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers as the two teams come back out in the field for chukker number 2 of this 5-chukker match, the Insignia Cup. It was quicker and easier there for Bangash as they're up that end of the field. This is where they're changing, where their pony lines are. Habtor just coming onto the field here now, and as Dubai Wolves by Cafu coming from the far end of the field. So we'll be starting off here now with a roll in from the inside out, where the ball was when the second buzzer went. Umpire Peter Wright looks like he's just lining these two teams up here now. Ball back into play at the back of the line. There it is, but it ends up going forward. Kelly looking for that one there. Looking to get away with it, though, is going to be Capella. Capella picks it up, turns, faces forward towards the attacking goal. Gives that one a ride up the field. He goes with that one there, looking for Tomasito, but he's just been held off out of the play. And first onto it is Laborde. Plays a nice little backhand there for Ascend underneath the tail. Goes with another back shot again, but it just gets interfered with, but it gets picked up well there by Pinello. Pinello gets hooked off out of it, and we end up getting a whistle on the play. It looks like we have a player coming in between the two Wolves players. And as he tries to come onto the new line, he just drifts across in front there of Felix Hussein. And so we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here this time in favour of Benja Pinello. So just teeing that ball up here now. Benja Pinello going to circle round, going to get this pony nicely on the right lead, balanced, and come up to it here now. He's looking to put this over the top. Bangash are looking to try and stop this one. Benja, he drives, he shoots. It looks like it's gone a little bit right, but it manages just to curl itself back in through the goals. It is another beautifully executed penalty there by Benja Pinello. Taking the score now. 2 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 1.5 to Bangash. So as you saw on the replay there, he was quite content with that one, but he watched it all the way through. And so back to the middle of the field it is, and it'll be umpire Dixon to bowl this ball into play. Dixon bowls that ball in, middle, back of the line out, gets stuck in the threes. Coming out with it, though, it is going to be Felix Hussein. Felix, he gets pushed off away from it after he's unleashed the big neck shot there by Kelly, doing a great job out there. And it is going to be first to surface with it, Tomasito. Tomasito there comes onto it here now, tries to pull that one away there from Laborde, and we get a whistle on that play. You could see Laborde was looking for him, just trying to draw the attention of the umpires, saying that didn't want him to go turning that ball in front of him. But the umpires, you see, as he's come forward onto it, giving him a little bit of a nudge, possibly from behind. And now he's getting a little bit of an explanation to make it perfectly clear from Peter Wright. Oh, and there's a bit of dissent there as well. He's not happy with it. He's had a bit of back chat, and therefore we get this penalty moved up. Sandy's convinced he only had a near side play, or he went near side, so it'd been all right, but then he thought that he swapped over directly in front of him. But the umpire's seeing this certainly very differently indeed. I haven't seen the yellow card as such yet. So the ball gets placed down. And the yellow card has been shown. For those who are not over with it, if you get 2 yellow cards, you can be asked to sit down for a couple of minutes. So, onto it here now comes Alfredo Capello. Alfredo Capello gives that ball a ride, and he sends that ball nearly up to the front door here. There you see it. It does pop out there in front of Pinello. Fortuitous it is indeed. And he says, thank you very much indeed. And I'm away from that one there. Caught the eye with that one really quickly. Picks the ball up at the top of the bounce and fizzes it out nicely. Comes off the pony. Trying to get back onto it once more. Couldn't quite get onto it cleanly. But in coming onto that one there is going to be Alfredo Capello. Alfie turns it here now. Laborde. hovering. In comes Polo as well. He's got 2 men to try to beat. He's got 2 men with him, but you see he flicks that one away. So Tomasito can look after Polo. He's got Kelly coming in. They're not happy with that play there, and the ball gets sent up here now, looking for Tomasito. Tomasito has to reach out a long way to drag that one forward. He goes up to the play here now. You see he makes a turn. Hyder goes back towards goal. Goes one way, goes the other way to get away from Felix. Turns back, facing goal once more. Felix working hard on him, sends a little backhand. But it's only as far as Tomasito. But now it gives him a little bit of space and time there for Capella to get back in. But he's quickly met there by Laborde. Comes forward here now. Does Tomasito. Oh! We get a whistle on that play. He probably tapped it and played with it too many times. If you don't do as the umpire says, you'll get penalised. A little bit too much tippy-tappy going on. The umpire would have said play. And you either have to make a play on it and run with the ball, or actually make a positive hit. And if you tap it one more time, it will result in a penalty. So the ball's dropped down here now. Just trying to get back on side was Kelly, because he was looking to change ponies, but it's too late for him. Laborde gets a good shot hold of that one there and sends it up now for Polo. Polo picks this one up, straightens his pony up, going goalward bound, but he knows he's got Alfie coming back at him hard, and he sends this ball in. It's going goalward bound. It's a little bit wide. Is it a little bit wide? But through the goals it is. It looked like it might have be going on the angle towards the outside of the right-hand goalpost, but no, it just sneaks inside. Beautiful goal there by Benga Polo. Make it 3 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu, and 1.5 to Bangash. So a couple of quick changes there. Benga and Alfie. Freddy Capella, Barucci. Ball into play. In the middle of the line out, working for that one there is Kelly, of course. Kelly comes away with that one there, but he gets it half taken away from him. But now this time it's picked up. I'm saying sends a backhand. First round, Capella just stood off that play a little bit there and allowed him to be able to see the ball pop out of the melee. Standing over the ball here now. Looks for a bit of a gap. He's going to have to bring it in towards the middle of the field here now to shorten down the angle. Capella reaches into that, leans into that one there and sends it up the front door once again, but it looks like it's just going to go wide. So the ball's placed on the back line here now. You see a quick changing going on here. You got Laborde and Felix saying changing ponies, as is Tomasito. He's getting back, so he's back on side again, and it's going to be brought into play by Polo. Polo sends it out here now. Getting onto that one there is Felix. Felix gets onto it first. Tomasito just marking him there quickly there. Is Felix. Here's the call. Fizz it in towards the middle of the field. Oh, but it comes off the pony. Changes the line, changes direction. It falls there for Alfie Capella fortuitously, and he's in towards goal here now. It's Capella teasing that one forward in front of Felix there. Got a bit of protection. Goes in, tries to make the shot. In comes the backhand. The ball gets left behind. Fizzes out towards the side. Kelly picks this ball up, makes the play, tries to get away there from Polo, picks it onto the other side, leaves it now, but it's going to be Capella to pick it up here now, avoided the hooking play, gets a good bump and ride off there, does Capella, it falls now for Tomasito, we get a whistle on that play as he's trying to make his way through the traffic. The marking is so tight, as soon as there's a change of direction of play, sometimes somebody gets caught in a bit of no man's land with nowhere to go and impedes the player coming through, and that is exactly what happened to Paul Benga, and the ball is now placed down for a penalty 2. In favour of Bangash, to be teed up there by Tomasito. And these are into undefended penalty. Canters up to this one here, and Tomasito puts that one away, taking the score now. 3 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 2.5 it is to Bangash. So it's high octane out here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You see the players have been changing almost every 2 minutes, let alone only at a half time when the umpires call a free change. Looking to save these ponies and bring it back into play later in the match, and the ball back into play. Capella picks that one out of the air, plays a bit of tennis with it, tries to pick up the ball at the top of the bounce, got a bit of cane onto it and allowing Laborde to get onto that one there, but he's hunted down once again there by Tomasito. Gets pulled off out of the play a little bit there by Polo, and it's sent up forward here now, looking for his man, but getting pushed back into that one there, trying to get back on over to it, and we get a whistle on that play. Let's see what the umpires decide on this one here. You see Capella's trying to come in through from behind onto that play, but you've got 2 players out there in front challenging for it, and they might deem that Kelly was being pushed in across the line of his own player. But let's see what they decide. And that looks like that's what it is. You got Felix trying to get back to it, but unknown to him doing so was pushing Kelly onto Capella. So Alfie taps it forward, up there, being met by Felix. Goes with this one here, and he gives that one a bomb. You wouldn't want to get caught with his ball on a short distance there, but it's now picked up. Oh, and he leaves that one behind. It's going to be picked up here now by Tomasito. Tomasito looks for a bit of a gap, doesn't find one. We get another whistle on the play. And for our viewers here, we can see that Penella left that one behind as he tries to come onto it. He's just got himself parked directly in the line there of Tomasito. Again, as I said, the ball is changing direction so quickly at the moment in this match. They're just getting caught out a little bit, and nothing they could do really about that. And so the ball's placed down here now for a penalty 2 in favour of Bangash by Dobson Horrell, who are looking to go out into the lead here now for a 30-yard penalty from Tomasito Llorente. Tomasito goes with a nice little half swing there, drops that one down beautifully, and through the goal it is, which puts Bangash out into the lead here in chukker number 2. 3.5 it is to Bangash. 3 goals to the Wolves, and about a minute left to play here in chukker number 2. As the two teams go back in front of you there in the Silver Lounge. Umpire Dixon lines the two teams up. Has a quick chat with them, blows that whistle. Someone's not happy with the pony, got a bit of a problem, maybe a bit of broken tack or something. It is, of course, the rules of Polo, as I said, are set up for safety of horse and player. So good to see everybody turning out here this afternoon, and we'll end up with more pouring in for the main final, of course. We have our supporters here. You see Raja Aslam is over there as well, and we have Bindrai have got their marquee set up. AM have them set up as well, as to the UAE, of course, for their match later. And TCF. So now we have Capella coming back out onto the field here now, and I believe we also have a good support team there from Desert Palm, and of course for Bangash's supporters from Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. But here we are, into play once more it is. Off we go now. On the near side comes Laborde, very dangerous on that near side. Bejigar will tell you that too, but he brings this one up forward here now to the 30-40 yard line, goes for the next shot, tries to flick that one in through the goal, and he's not going to miss from there. Is Santiago Laborde putting them back into the lead once more. Taking the score, 4 goals it is to Wolves, 3.5 to Bangash. So the players are making their way back to the middle of the field, but that clock is tick-tocking down. Will they have enough time to get this ball back into play to play the last 30 seconds? I think they will. Santi needs to get a bit of a move on here now, because they'll count down the seconds, and then the ball will hopefully get put into play if there's no... The whistle goes. A little bit of argy-bargy going in there. The argy's just barging in the line out. Out the back of the line it comes. Capella looking for it. Oh, but he gets taken away there by Pinello, who gives that ball a ride, but we get a whistle on it. A whistle on the play. Capella's pointing forward when he's actually coming away from the goal. You can see, possibly on the replay here now, that Capella thought he was cleanly on that line, and Pinello just a little bit keen to have that ball and just slipped in front of him. And we... So... There we go. Capella brings it in here now. Capella. There goes the first hooter. Oh, we left that one behind. And Felix says, thank you very much indeed. He turns and faces up. He's got Tomasito in front. He's got Pinello going up forward, but Capella's going with him. Go tries to get up onto that one there, but we get another whistle on the play. A little bit of infringement there, possibly. But that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end chukker number 2, with the score being 4 goals. It is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu, and 3.5 to Bangash and Dobson Horrell. So the two teams will leave the field of play here now and quickly change ponies before getting chukker number 3 underway. And in the meantime, for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few adverts and messages. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live on Polo Line to get chugger number 3 underway. As the teams come back out in the field here now. We're going to start chugger number 3 before we go into half-time of this 5-chucker match. With the score being Dubai Wolves by Cafu is 4 goals. Bangash, Dobson Horrell, 3.5, but we'll be starting off with a penalty here now. After the encroachment of the right-of-way there on Felix Hussein. And it's been teed up there on the 30-yard line for a penalty too. And we can see here on the replay for our viewers as he comes forward on here now, gets up forward and feels he has to check up out of that one there as Tomasito managed just to get a little bit more pace going forward and just found himself slightly in front. So Habtor comes up to this one here and he goes with a short shot, but unfortunately it goes wide. So the ball's placed on the back line, opportunity gone a begging there, and it's now left here for Capella. Capella fizzes that one out towards the picnic area side for Tomasito to settle down onto. Tomasito goes with the shot, sends that one forward, pricks it up once again. Does Tomasito. Tomasito coming up here, but he's met by Laborde. Laborde out there with him, looking to close him down, but he's got the squirt on him and he's got the pace. Goes with a big next shot to put this one in towards the middle of the field. He's looking for his man, but it gets cut out there by Pinello, but quickly coming onto it was Tomasito, but he gets caught out there by Laborde. As I said, this direction of ball is changing so quickly, and these boys are so quick. Some great polo. It is the highest level of polo you will see in the MENA GCC region. And so we have a spot penalty here, penalty 5 in favour of Dubai Wolves, being brought in there by Laborde. You hear he cracked that one beautifully just short of the halfway line for Pinello. Pinello picks it up, but he's got his best mate there in the forward with Capella out there waiting for him. So he unloads it and lets the ball do the work and sends this one up forward. Coming up for the near side play there, does Habtor, does so nicely, goes under the neck there. Oh, and it just gets interfered with and goes wide. So once more, but on the other side of the goals, it will be Bangash to bring it into play in the form of Alfredo Capella. Alfie, just when you play, taps that ball forward. Taps it up once more, up there. To his marker, Felix goes again. This time, leans into that ball and gives it a ride up the field there, looking for Hyder and Habtor. Habtor takes Hyder off out of it, leaves it there for Pinello to set up attack once more. Pinello gets a little bit of protection from Laborde, goes forward again, comes to the other side of the players here now, finds a bit of space, but Kelly's back to him quickly, show and go, and he's up on the move here now. Can he get onto it? There's a couple of mallets going down on that ball, but the ball just ends up just getting stopped, and it's going to be Habtor. Habtor quickly turns back onto this one here now. Habtor gets hooked off out of it by Tomasito, but we get a whistle on the play. And Tomasito's got his hand out there, thinking, but why? But we can see on the replay here now, there are players coming sort of in behind. And Tomasito, was, as he goes in for the hook to try and make the steal, possibly came in between the players in the direction of flow of traffic, which will result in another penalty 2 here now in favour of Habtor, in favour of Dubai Wolves. It looks like Habtor is going to be taking this one again. Comes up to the play, strokes it better this time, and through the goals it is. Putting the Wolves now. 5 goals it is to Wolves. 3.5 to Bangash. You can see on the replay there for our Polo Line viewers. Canters up to that one nicely and drops it through. So back to the middle of the field it is once more for umpire Dixon to get this ball back into play. Bowls it into play. Out the back of the line out. It's met there by Pinello, but picked out there by Pinello out of the air, but he gets that stolen from him there by Capella. Capella going back with Laborde. Laborde gets the better of the ride off there and gets a lovely near side backhand. It's going to be set up for Pinello here. See how quickly he comes round, does Benja. Fizzes that one up forward. Now he's looking for Habtor, but it's going to be Hyder to get to it first, and Hyder plays the backhand, but it's picked up there by Pinello. What an eye, and he goes with that next shot and fizzes that one in, but it's across the face of goal and out over the back line. Those reactions there from Polo. The backhand came in from Hyder. Beautifully picked up there by Polo. Whipped it underneath the neck for an attempt at goal, but unfortunately for him, across the face of goal it goes, and it's going to be Tomasito to bring it in as Alfredo Capella is just quickly changing. Goes forward, yields off, leaves it now for Capella. Capella nearly overshot that one there. Looking for it is Polo, and we get a whistle on the play. Ay, ay, ay. We can see here on the replay, Tomasito comes forward, it yields off, it leaves it, and in fact, probably Capella had overshot it slightly and had to go back for it, and doing so, came across the line in front of Polo. And we do have a resulting penalty too in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Just a little bit of miscommunication there possibly. Was Capella's coming back onto the field. And in fact, it looks like he's gone back to change onto another pony. And just overshot the line a little bit and tried to come back to it. But Polo wasn't taking his eye off the ball. So Polo circles around here now. Up onto the play. Polo drives, he shoots, and through the goal it is for another one on the board there. For Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And halfway through this chukker, it is now 6 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 3.5 to Bangash. The largest margin that we've had so far of 1.5 goals being the difference. So, Dixon lines the two teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play. Off the front of the line it comes. Habtor has a bit of that one there and says thank you very much and gets that one sent up towards goal. He's getting a bit of protection there. You see Laborde in there behind, but looking after the players behind us. Beautiful approach shot. Can he get to that one? Just finish that one off. He flicks it one more time in through the goals. A lovely goal there. Solo goal by Habtor Al-Habtor from the front to the line out. Breaking it now. 7 goals it is to Dubai Wolves. 3.5 to Bangash. So the players will come back to the middle of the field here now, and you see Polo quickly changing, but he's just going to have to get a bit of a dalliance along here now to get back in time, but at least he's going to be onside. He'll be coming from the side that he'll be lining up. Just waiting for a gap. There it is. Ball bowled into play by Dixon. Gets stopped by the pony. Gets sent back in again. Kelly working hard, looking for that one there. Reaches over, flicks back for it there, but working hard also is Laborde. Laborde just gets held off that for momentarily, and it's now going to be Capella to come away with it. Capella looking for something, and he gets it too as Tomasito comes in and picks the ball off the back of the play. Umpires just explaining this one here now. You see Capella on the replay for those on Polo line. Comes in and he looks to make a full swing at the ball and finds he's got a player underneath his swing. It's a little bit of trying to use the grey matter. The two umpires just having a quick chat. Going to come to the third man just to double check. Thing is though, when you've got the likes of Capella, big tall man like him to come under that arm, he's got a very long reach indeed. Similarly also to Beresford. Tommy, man of 2 meters tall. And so they come to the third man. And they've used the drone and they've seen very clearly here now on the drone, as you see it above the players, that the ball back into play here now. No foul given and coming away with the heel, trying to do so is Polo, but he leaves that one behind here now for Laborde. Laborde tries to send this up and it comes off a pony, drilling it into the pony, and we end up getting a whistle on that play. Can't just go hitting that ball directly into a pony, of course. We're not intending to do so. Be it a pony or the player. If the player cuts in front whilst you're making your hit, then that is the player crossing in front who will be penalised for endangering himself and pony. And some of these boys can smack that ball hard. If you manage to catch up with Fede von Potowski, you can ask him how his ankle feels after he copped one on the ankle the other day. He was having a fair hobble around afterwards. So probably rather than going to see a doctor, he probably went to see a vet to try and get that sorted out. And so we have a penalty for, a 60-yard penalty here now in favour of Bangash. Being teed up there by Alfredo Capella. Of course, he'll have to take this wind into consideration. And he circles round up onto the play here now. Goes in, drives, shoots, hits that one beautifully, but it's just drifted wide to the right-hand side. And wide it goes. So the score remains the same. 7 goals it is to Wolves, 3.5 to Bangash. And the ball's placed down here now for Laborde. And Dubai Wolves bring to play, but we just get a pause in play because apparently there is a shoe lost on the field, and they're picking that one up. Because if that ends up being left on the field and the horse treads on it, again, we can cause injury to the ponies, and that's certainly not what we're after here now. So the ball this time brought into play here by Laborde. Laborde taps it, goes wide with that one there, looking there for Pinello. Pinello gets onto it. Laborde looking over his shoulder was Kelly to see where he was, but he goes up forward here, goes up there, tries to get up past there of Capella, does so, gets that ball a little bit further up, gets a bit of a bounce, couldn't quite pick that one up, but Capella does. Capella comes in, cleans up, oh, and he just nearly left that one behind, but the long reach of the big man takes it forward. Who's first up onto this one here? It's going to be Habtor Al-Habtor, but it's now left behind, and Capella and Pinello come together. The backhand comes in by Laborde, and this time Habtor Al-Habtor comes onto it cleanly and gets away with it. Trying to get up forward, up onto that play there was Tomasito. He tried to clear off out of the way. That was really unkind indeed. Just nothing he could do. The pony actually pecked and tripped slightly, it looked like. And if you see it tripped, and therefore he carried on across over the line, he allowed in the next play. But we get the whistle on that play, and the ball's now being teed up here by Benka Pinello for another penalty too. In favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Circling round up onto this one here, it looks like it will be Habtor Al-Habtor. Comes up to it, drives, shoots, kept that one nice and straight along the ground there. Did Habtor Al-Habtor for the undefended goal. Taking the score now, 8 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And 3.5 for Bangash and Dobson and Horrell. So some 45 seconds left on the clock, and umpire Dixon will line these two teams up one more time here in this chukker. Bowls that ball into play it is. Caught at the front of the line out, gets stopped, trying to come away with that one. There's Hyder, flicks that one up for Tomasito, but he gets pushed wide off out of it there by Felix. Felix, looked like he was going to play the backhand, but he managed to take this one forward, turns back inside, and then ends up leaving it for Pinello. Pinello on this play here now, gets a bit of protection, sends this one up for Laborde. Santiago Laborde. Santi comes in. Oh, he knew that big man was there in the form of Capella and flicks it very coolly underneath his pony and gets the shot off here, unleashing Pinello. Pinello in front of him there is Kelly. Goes with a shot in towards goal. Coming up onto this one here is going to be Asane. Asane comes in, plays the next shot, and through the goal it goes. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, as well. So that there now will end chukker number 3. With the score being 9 goals, it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 3.5 for Bangash and Dobson Horrell. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a slightly longer break here whilst the players go and change ponies before we get back out for chukker number 4 in the second half of this match. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few messages and adverts.
My name is Nada Rouvière. I'm the president of Insignia Group, a company that's been servicing ultra high net worth clients over the last 27 years. So over the years, Insignia has always focused on the world of luxury, and I think that Polo in itself is the epitome of luxury and excellence in sport. So it was a no-brainer for us to look at this partnership, and when we had the conversation with the Hub Tour family, the idea was to create something truly exceptional for the world of polo and also the world of luxury, and I think those two marry very well together. So we are very proud that we are able to launch together this exceptional membership for the clients and the patrons of the polo world. So we put together the Royal Polo Club card, which is officially being launched during the Silver Cup, and we hope that this will be the start of something quite extraordinary. With everything that Insignia does, everything is done very bespoke and unique to the wishes and desires of the clients that hold these cards. So every single individual will have a dedicated personal assistant. They will give them access to all the best within the luxury sphere. When it comes to polo, we have also partnered with some of amazing suppliers that will be able to support the world of polo and support the patrons in anything that they do. So I think for us the expectation is to have a wonderful event, to see the excitement on the field, to see these extraordinary players do what they're best at, and it's an extraordinary sport of really of skill and excellent sportsmanship, and this is what we're looking forward to during the Silver Cup.
Welcome to the finals day of the third Rishat Mil Alula Desert Polo. We started off with 8 teams, we're down to the last 2, and they'll be playing for this beautiful trophy.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Al Polo Resort and Club for the Insignia Cup second half. And we'll just go to a few stats for our viewers on Polo Line and for those here at Al Tour. The score being 9-3.5 in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Field goals, 5 by Dubai Wolves, 1 from Bangash. They're in the first 2 minutes of chukker number 1. Throw-ins, 8-6, so it's fairly even Stevens, but it's in favour of Wolves so far. Fouls committed, 7-9, not that many. And for penalties, 4 from 6 for Dubai Wolves and 2 from 3 from Bangash. We have no corners, but there has been 1 yellow card handed out to a player in the Dubai Wolves. And then we see, can tell you exactly the progression of the match. After chukker number 1, it was 1 goal to Dubai Wolves, 1.5 on handicap there to Bangash. At the end of chukker number 2, it was 4-3.5. At the end of chukker number 3, going into half-time, it was 9 goals. A very strong chukker indeed there by Dubai Wolves. 9 goals to Bangash by Dobson Horrell, 3.5. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get this back underway once more. And as soon as the field's been cleared, we'll have umpire right to bring the 2 teams up in front of us here on the IFSA Lounge to get this ball back into play. We just see a nice little replay there of the last goal scored there by Felix. And you get the drone shot as well if you're watching there on Polo Line as the ball's passed up by Polo. And Felix just finishing that one off there. So the 2 teams line up here now on umpire right to get the second half of this match underway here now. Actually, we're just waiting for an umpire. Jason Dixon just looking to try and grab some more balls from the Villa end of the field. I'll wait for him to get back to the middle here now. So team back underway it is once again. You have Kelly off on the far side, being hunted down and hooked off out of it there by Polo. Polo, his hook is, then the ball is left for Laborde. Takes it forward, plays the backhand out towards the board, trying to get onto it. There is Felix in front of Capella, but Capella got around really quickly indeed and got himself onto that line and rode it hard. And we get a whistle on the play, which will result into a penalty 5. In favour of Alfredo Capella. And Bangash. Plays called, taps it forward. Up he goes here now, up to his marker. There in the form of Felix. Felix just encroaching it slightly, yields off and now leaves it there for Tomasito. Tomasito goes for the shot there. Gets half stopped in its tracks, but through the goal it goes there for Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. For another one on the board there. For Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. 4.5 it is to them, 9 to the Wolves. So the 2 teams will come back to the middle of the field once more. From by right to get this underway again. Right, lines the 2 teams up. Just hanging off that line out a little bit. There's Kelly. The ball comes in off the back of the line out. Polo says, thank you, I'm going to have a little bit of that indeed. And off he goes here now. Kelly's going to go back, shortening the angle down, trying to get there in contention. But look at that pony of Polo. Polo puts it away. A beautiful goal off the back of the line out there for Benja Polo. Never looked rushed, never looked hurried, but just had the horsepower and the skill set just to put that one away beautifully. Taking Wolves now up into double figures. You saw a lovely goal there on the replay. So 2 teams lining up here once again on umpire right, just making the teams get back on side. Get the ball into play. Off the back of the line it comes. Going to get shut out of it there. This time did Polo, but he manages to steal that one away there from Capella. Couldn't take that further forward, but Old Pony might have helped him out on that one there. Opens up the backhand. Couldn't quite get it up. He was looking for Felix with the backhand this time. Oh, Kelly's backhand came off the Pony. It's picked up there by Laborde, who sends it out once more. Looking for that man with the light blue peak on his helmet in the name of Benja Polo. Takes the ball forward in the air once again. takes up, comes back, knows he's got Tomasito there, tries to get away from him, does so, gets round that corner beautifully and faces up towards goal, sends this one in, but Capella says, I'll have it, thank you, and cuts it out of the play and turns it and puts defence back into attack once more here now. Does Alfredo Capella. Capella pushing forward here now, Capella. He's got Felix going back with him, and he's got Tomasito coming in behind. Oh, Tomasito was trying to make a run off it, but he just leaves that one behind. He has to go back and regain possession once more. He's got two players having a go at him. We get a whistle on that play. Let's see what the umpires pull out of that one there. You saw Essane going forward onto it and trying to get onto that play as well was Pinello. He comes back round onto it. Near side player avoids it there, and we get a whistle on the play. They're coming to the third man to see if Capella still had the right, if Pinello had the right to come in and try and make the play or not. That is the question. So there's a little bit of deliberation here. Umpire Wright's pretty convinced of this one here, but he's still moved up forward. Or maybe they're just asking to see how far this one could go up the field. And Capella looking for some discussion on this one here. He can't believe it. He thought he still had the right to come onto it, but unfortunately it looks like the umpires have a different view of that one there. He's evidently infringed the right of way there of Benja Pinello. And the ball's placed down here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So few of the players quickly taking this opportunity to change ponies whilst the ball gets teed up and this penalty is about to be taken. Benja Pinello from the 60-yard spot. Comes up to this one nicely here. He drives, he shoots, it's high, is it straight? Yes, it is straight, and it is now 11 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And 4.5 for Bangash by Dobson Horrell. So the two teams lining up here, up on Peter Wright in front of the IFSA Lounge. Bowls that ball into play, back to the line out. Capella sends that one back in. Kelly sends it out again, but it's now picked up there by Pinello, and Polo gives that one a ride up the field, looking there for Laborde, but first to surface with it is going to be Llorente. Llorente near side backhand, good strong backhand, fizzes it out. First to surface with it is going to be Haider. Haider up over the halfway line here now. Haider Bangash coming up the field, up onto the play, gets half ridden off and pushed over the ball there by Habtor Tora, leaves it now for Felix Essane. Felix tries to go back round onto his own play, and he comes off the line, back onto it again, but you've got two white shirts hunting him down straight up that line there, and we get a whistle on the play. And this will get moved up for a short penalty here this time. And I think it's going to get moved up for a 40-yard penalty. Let's see what the umpires decide. And it is a short penalty here now in favour of Bangash and Dobson Horrell. From the 40-yard spot, a penalty 3. As Habtor have to retire back behind their line. So the ball being teed up there by Alfredo Capella. Has mounted up onto a little grey pony here. "40 yards, defendable of course. But Capella looking to get this one over the top, out of reach of the defenders. Capella drives, he shoots, it's high, but it's gone wide. Out to the left-hand side for Alfredo Capella and Bangash. So the ball will be dropped on the back line here now. But we just have Capella dismounted. He's had to pick up his mallet or something. Maybe he found one of the gold coins. They're not out there yet, Alfie. So the ball's on the back line here now for Santiago Laborde to bring into play for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. brings it in, taps it forward. Players darting one way, looking for a little bit of space. Fishes that one underneath the neck. He hits that ball beautifully there. Does Laborde up now for Pinello. Pinello turns back inside there of Orecito, and he's over the top. Both of them over the top, but it's Laborde. They come, pick it up once more. He's been hard ridden off. Both cancelling each other out, but the pony kicks that one forward. Facundo says thank you very much. Oh, but he's over that one as well. Tomasito comes in, flicks a little backhand out there for Alfie. Lovely teamwork between these two. Great peripheral view between Alfredo and Tomasito, but his play spoilt there by Laborde. He comes up onto it. Next player onto that one there is going to be Habtor. Makes it out into some clean country over the far side by you on the picnic areas. Straightens himself up, back in towards goal. He goes here now, goes with a big shot and sends that one in. Looking to try and get back onto it, or Campanello, but no, first to surface with it is going to be Hyder. Changes the direction, nice backhand by Hyder, and it's picked up by Facu Kelly. Facu gets away from the hook there of Tomasito, of Benja, but not quite far enough to get that ball up there for Alfie, and it's now picked up by Facu once again. Couldn't quite reach back far enough for that one there, but looking up forward there towards the goal is Laborde, and he sends it in, and it's going. They've tried to attack that goal through the defence, but couldn't. Laborde said enough of this. I'll do it from a distance, and Santiago Laborde puts the dozen on the board. 12 goals it is now to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 4.5 for Bangash and Dobson and Horrell. So the two teams will line up here now. On right, there's a few players scramble for ponies, looking for some fresh legs out there. Ball into play. Tomasito tries to get it, but it's picked up there by Asane. Asane comes forward. In comes Tomasito, plays the backhand, cuts it out towards the side there, looking for Kelly, but first onto it, opens up the backhand there, does. Pinello gets half cut out the play, but first onto it is going to be Hyder. Hyder brings this one forward here now. Hyder goes with the big shot and sends that one up. Oh, just couldn't buy a bit of luck if he tried, but it falls there for Tomasito here now. Tomasito taps this up forward once again. Tomasito this time goes with the big shot. It's looking good. It's looking outstanding. If you can do it, Laborde, I can do it as well. Thank you very much for a beautiful goal there by Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. 5.5 it is now to Bangash, and 12 to Wolves by Cafu. So the two teams back to the middle of the field once more it is for umpire right to get this ball back into play. What a lovely goal that was there by Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. Two teams line up here. Umpire right waits for the player to get onside, bowls that ball into play off the back of the line out. Pinello. Oh, and he left that one behind, but Habtor's in there. Habtor comes forward up onto the play here now. Habtor looking to cut this one in towards the middle of the field. He's taking the milk run round the field here now. Straightens it up. He's got the big man, Capella, to come up past if he can. He tries to dribble this forward, hits it into the pony, and it comes up once again. He gets back onto it, looks for a next shot. Ambitious, but it goes here now for Capella to pick it up here. Capella up onto the play. Settles things down. Goes to the big shot. No, he loses the head of his mallet as well as he sends that one up further forward. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And the whistle blows. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukker number 4 with the score being 12 goals. It is to the Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 5.5 to Bangash, Dobson, Horrell. And for our viewers on Polo Line, we'll go to a few messages and adverts before we start the 5th and final Chukker here in the Insignia Cup, our first match here this afternoon.
La verdad que bien, tuvimos una semana larga porque clasificamos derecho, entonces esperemos llegar bien. Y no sé, viste, si puede ser para los dos lados, por ahí sí pueden estar un poco pesados los caballos con nosotros, pero yo creo que vamos a estar bien, la verdad que vienen mejorando, entonces no creo que haya diferencia. Juega Facu, la verdad que una lástima lo que pasó a Bauti y bueno, por suerte pudo venir Facu y vamos a ver qué pasa. Es un equipazo, están súper bien organizados, deben ser los que mejor hacen las cosas acá, entonces la verdad que va a ser difícil, pero bueno, está bueno también jugarle para saber dónde estás parado.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, our Polo Line viewers and all of us here at Al Abtor Polo Resort and Club. We'll get this fifth and final chukker underway. With the ball placed down on the ground, we'll see what the umpires decide. If there was a foul there or not, it looks like there just well could have been, and we have a spot penalty, a penalty 5, in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Laborde goes with the one-time hit onto this one here. He slapped the top of the face of that one a little bit, tries to get it cut out of the play there nicely by Kelly for Bangash and picked up there by Tomasito. Tomasito gives that ball a ride up the field, but it's gone to the right-hand side there of Laborde, so Capella couldn't get onto it, but quickly coming back onto it this time was Pinello, but it's going to be picked up again now here. You have Kelly and Habtor fighting, but it's the big man Capella at the back door. They're fizzing that one forward, trying to get it up there for Tomasito. Takes a man and straightens himself up towards goal here. Tomasito couldn't carry it much further up the field, and coming back onto it, though, is going to be Capella. Capella for Bangash, faces back up towards goal, looking for a little bit of a window and a gap to give a strike in towards goal, and he does, but it goes left and out to the left-hand side it is. So the ball once more will be placed here on the back line for Dubai Wolves. And Santiago Laborde taps it off the back line here now. Laborde cuts this one out wide. Good angle on that, looking for Asane. And you have Pinello in there behind. Asane just gets stopped in his tracks, but quickly picking up it here off the back there is going to be Capella, but he gets it stolen there by Asane. But Capella gets back onto it once more. Capella looking to weave his way through all this traffic. Goes one way, goes the other side. Keeps this ball alive, but now it just sets left, and it's going to be Asane to clear it away here now. He sees Habtor all out there on the loose by himself. Habtor straightens this one up. Good driving shot by him up the field there, but Hyder's out there in front of him and pushes him wide off this one here now. And Hyder looks to take that one across the field, but Habtor picks it up and goes close towards goal once more. It is going to be Habtor gets it blocked in his play, but it's now going to be picked up here by Kelly. Kelly cuts this one wide out towards the side for Capella to come onto in front of Pinello. Capella takes it out towards the boards, being hunted there by Pinello. Checks, turns back inside once more here, does Alfredo Capella. Looks to send this one up the field here now for Tomasito, but it's well covered in the play there by Laborde. Look to play the backhand, but goes with the forward. Now plays the backhand, gets a bit more angle onto it, and it's now going to be Pinello to pick this one up here in front of Capella. Flicks it into the middle of the field there and sends it on the first play there. Does Asane trying to get onto it, and will do, is going to be Pinello. Oh, lovely save there by Facu Kelly. Kelly, great reactions, picked that ball away from the goal line. It's sent up by Capella up for Tomasito here now. Tomasito once again. Tomasito over the top of that one there and leaves it for Asane. Asane picks it up, makes a turning play, faces up towards goal and sends this one in. It's a little bit to the left there of Capella, but he slots onto the line there. Not so nicely. The whistle goes. Should have kept near side, but the whistle blows. He thought he had enough room and space there, did Pinello. But the umpire's deeming not. In front of Kelly. See, even the big boys get that one wrong. If the ball's on your left, to be safe, play that near side play. So, ladies and gentlemen, the ball's placed down here now, and it will be a penalty in favour of Bangash. Players scrambling for ponies, back on the field. Tomasito starts it off here now. Tomasito taps it forward. Off he goes here, shows and goes there with the ball. There goes under the neck and fizzes that one out there for Hyder Bangash on Balthazar. Balthazar and Hyder up over the 60-yard line, looking to straighten this one up here now. Looks to stick and ball this one here. And Hyder Bangash comes in and just finishes that one nicely on his great gelding Balthazar. Taking the score now, 6.5 it is to Bangash. It's 12 to Wolves by Cafu. So they got some 4 minutes left to play here in chucker number 5. And the two teams make their way back to the middle of the field once more. For umpire right to get this ball back into play. Ball into play, off the front of the line now. Hussein picks it up. Hussein reaching out for that hook and nearly unseating himself. There is Kelly, very athletic young man indeed. And the ball comes up forward here now, but Tomasito wants a bit of it. And he pushes the pressure on Hussein, and Hussein goes with a shot for goal, but he goes wide, out to the left-hand side. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now once more for Alfredo Capella to bring back into play. Alfie taps it up here now. Alfredo brings it in. You see Hussein just quickly changing ponies as well. Sends that one up. Sends it out here now, looking for Haider. Haider comes onto this one nicely here now. Haider sends a good long ball, but he might have just shown too much of that one there for Habtoru. Comes up onto the play here now. Goes with the open backhand. Cuts a good angle ball out towards the side for Hussein to go onto. Flicks it, stops that ball there. Oh, but it was well picked up there by Kelly, who dismounts off the play and back onto the field it is once more, and it is going to be Pinello. Pinello comes forward. You see good sportsmanship there, and we end up having a whistle pulled on that one there as we decide to stop fortuitously there for Faku, who took a nasty fall there and just tweaked himself. And can we have the ambulance? Ambulance, please. Ambulance. Dali. You sure see the good sportsmanship there of the Dubai players. The Dubai Wolves players standing over Faku to make sure he's okay. The way it normally works, actually, if it's out of play and the player falls off, not the horse coming down. If the horse comes down, the horse's shoulder touches the ground, then the whistle has to blow, of course, because it's all about the horses out here. But you see the good sportsmanship there of the two Dubai Wolves players standing over Faku, who's walking back towards the ambulance here now. I'm sure he'll probably get a little bit of attention there, as he got a bit of a nasty fall. As you can just see on the replay that he working hard. As I was trying to say, the horse player just standing with him in a good sportsmanship manner. And you see Faku's just wanting a little bit of attention there. He got whacked in the head, I think, by the horse as he was reaching out for that hook. And probably got a bit of a whack in the mouth, so he's just sort of looking to rinse his mouth out a bit here now, possibly his nose too. And looks like he's probably got a little bit of a bloody nose. There's poor Faku Kelly, just to add insult to injury. And so just helping out there, you see Tommy Iriarty bringing his pony back to him. That decided, I'm out of here. But Tommy bringing the pony back. Tommy, of course, being the polo manager here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And Tommy just asking me if he wants to get back onto this one again, or if he's looking for a fresh pony. His groom's brought him some fresh legs down as well, so he has a great option there. All played in the good spirit of things, and you see there Juan Cruz Guevara, or G. Guevara, just making sure that he's all okay. And he opts for a fresh pony, just ambly hops onto that one there from the ground. No need for stirrups for this young man, and certainly no need for a mounting block or a leg up. So we'll start this underway again from where the ball was. Well, they did blow the whistle. Pinello, you see, also sportingly just left that ball behind. So to stop the flow of play, so therefore we could end up having a stoppage for Faku. And we'll bowl that ball in from the inside out, and you see the sportsmanship there, offering the ball there to Bangash, who in turn reciprocate and send it in here now for The Wolves up onto it now is going to be Habtor. Looks for the next shot. Couldn't quite get what he was looking for, and it's picked up here by Capella. Capella fishes that one up forward. He's out there in front. Is Tomasito. Tomasito up over halfway line here now. Tomasito looking for a good approach shot, and he gets a beauty. He's up out there on his own. He's got a little bit of time just to check and just try and stick and ball this one all the way home. He gets onto that one. He's got a little bit far past it. No, he got a little bit too much on it, and wide it goes. Couldn't quite get back in time to play that near side flick shot. And it just goes wide. So 2 minutes, say, left to play here in chukker number 5. 12 to 6.5 is the score, and Laborde brings it back into play once more. Laborde gives that ball a ride. It's high, it's proud, and up over the top of the players it is, but first to surface with it will be Tomasito once more. Tail backhand now there for Alfredo to run onto. Alfredo up on the play. Alfie checks the ball, pony up. Pinello there with him, and Kelly looks up towards the goal, but he strikes that towards goal, and across the face of goal it goes, and it's going to be Habtor to clear it away out towards the far side on the picnic area, back towards his own camp and tent. It's going to be Habtor once again straightens this one up nicely and lets the pony run, but going back with him there, it is Haider Bangash, and Haider will come onto this here now. Haider takes that one across the field, but Habtor anticipated that play and goes with it and picks up the play here once again. Does Habtor once more. Habtor up onto the play. Haider comes in, plays the backhand across the face of Habtor, and we get a whistle on the play. Could have let him have it. So you can just see on the replay here now. Umpire's deeming there wasn't quite enough room. So the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty 2 from the 30-yard line. Footed by Wolves by Cafu. And Habtor to circle round onto it. Comes up onto the play, drives, he shoots, and through the goal it is. That makes it the Baker's dozen. 13 goals it is now to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And 6.5 to Bangash, Dobson, Horrell. So we've got a minute of play left as the two teams come back to the middle of the field here now. Front by right to bowl the ball back into play. Ball into play in the middle of the line now. Tomasito has that one there, and he fishes that up forward there, looking for Haider. Haider goes forward. Habtor offers the hook. He goes with a good long shot, and he gets hold of that one beautifully, but probably a little bit too much, and it just goes wide. Struck that ball sweetly, and out over the back line it goes. So once more, the ball is on the back line here now. Hussain's going to bring it in here now. Felix taps it forward. Cuts this one out wide, out towards the side there, and he was just looking for Habtor, but it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, they have called it a day. The players congratulating each other and running out the winners here of the Insignia Cup 2024. It is Dubai Wolves by Cafu over Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed that first match, and a very good game indeed it was. Dubai Wolves by Cafu, a little bit more precise, and unfortunately Bangash by Dobson Horrell just need a little bit of luck and a bit of good fortune going in their way, maybe a lucky bounce, but they couldn't buy it if they tried, unfortunately, today. And we'll quickly go, and I'll remind you of the chukker by chukker scores. At the end of chukker number 1, it was 1 goal to Dubai Wolves by Cafu and 1.5 to Bangash Polo. At the end of chukker number 2, it was 4 to 3.5 in favour of Wolves. And at the end of chukker number 3, a very strong chukker indeed there by Dubai Wolves. 9 goal to Dubai Wolves, 3.5 to Bangash Polo. At the end of chukker number 4, 12 to 5.5. And the end of chukker number 5, it was 13 goals to Dubai Wolves and 6.5 to Bangash Polo. For our viewers on Polo Line, by all means, if you're here at Habtor, tune in to Polo Line as well, because we can see here the highlights of the best goals of the match. And the first one there was from Polo from a distance out there. And then we get a drone shot of one here of Habtoor. Habtoor just looked like it was possibly going to get a little wide, and he gets to it in time and pushes that one through. There's Habtoor Habtoor. And again we have Benka Pinello fizzing that one up forward, and it was Felix Hussein at the end of chucker number 3 popping that one away. And then we have another one here by Pinello. Pinello taking it forward once again through the goals. Not going to miss there is Benja Pinello. And the highlights here from the drone gives a great view there as Tomasito just smashed that one through. Beautiful goal by him, literally straight after Pinello done, and Haider Bangash on the big Balthazar. You see in the background there one of his teammates taking the Wolves player away, giving the space and time for Haider Bangash to score there up at the top end of the field. And now we'll just go to a few stats, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in those here at the Polo field. 7 field goals it was for Wolves, 4 to Bangash. Throw-ins dominated by the Wolves, 12 over 9 for Bangash. Fouls committed, pretty even Stevens, 11 fouls by Wolves, 13 by Bangash. Penalties, 6 from 8 opportunities for Wolves, but only 2 from 4 opportunities for Bangash. And the corners, there were no corners out there this afternoon, and only the 1 yellow card for a little bit of tittle-tattle when nerves were a bit tight at the beginning of chucker number 1, and that was for Santiago Laborde and the Wolves. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line, we'll be back with you shortly for our Silver Cup final